Why is true inflation so difficult to accurately measure? Imagine trying to catch a moving target that changes shape and size every time you look at it. That's what measuring true inflation feels like. It's not just about tracking prices going up or down. It's about understanding a complex web of factors that influence prices across different parts of the economy. First, prices don't change in the same way everywhere. Some sectors like technology might see prices fall because of innovation, while others like healthcare or housing might see steady or rising costs. When we measure inflation, we often use an average or a single number, but that can hide these differences. It's like trying to judge the temperature of a room by only feeling one corner. Housing costs are a big part of what people spend money on, but they are tricky to measure. For owner-occupied homes, economists estimate what it would cost if the owner rented the house out. But these estimates can be off because rental prices and home values don't always match up. Differences in location, size, and quality make it hard to get a perfect picture. Another challenge comes from how consumers respond to changing prices. When prices for one product go up, people often buy less of it and switch to cheaper alternatives. But many inflation measures use fixed baskets of goods that don't change quickly. This causes them to overstate inflation because they don't account for people's ability to adapt their shopping habits. Adding to the difficulty is the constant appearance of new products and improvements. When a new phone comes out with better features at the same price, it's hard to compare its value to older models. Adjusting for quality improvements is complicated, and if not done properly, it can lead to overestimating or underestimating inflation. Consumer habits also change over time. What people buy today might be different from a few years ago. If inflation measures don't update their baskets of goods regularly, they can give a misleading picture of how prices are really changing. Data collection is another hurdle. Prices are often gathered from physical stores, but many people shop online where prices can be lower. If online prices aren't included, inflation might seem higher than it actually is. Expectations about future inflation also influence how people behave. If workers expect prices to rise, they might ask for higher wages, which can push prices up further. But these expectations don't always match the actual measured inflation, making it harder for policymakers to get a clear view. Some argue that inflation should be looked at through the lens of how much the currency's buying power changes over time. If money buys less today than it did years ago, that's a sign of inflation, even if official numbers don't fully reflect it. All these factors make measuring true inflation a real challenge. It's not just about tracking prices. It's about understanding how prices move differently across sectors, how people respond, and how data is collected. That's why the official inflation numbers are always estimates, and why economists keep working to improve how we measure this vital economic indicator.